A tale of kindness and courage. Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there lived a kind and gentle girl named Cinderella. She was the daughter of a wealthy nobleman. But her life took a tragic turn when her beloved mother passed away. Her father remarried a cold and cruel woman who had two equally unkind daughters. Not long after, Cinderella's father fell ill and also passed away, leaving her in the care of her wicked stepmother. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters forced her to work as a servant in her own home. She wore rags and slept in the attic while they enjoyed a life of luxury despite the harsh treatment. Cinderella remained kind-hearted and hopeful, finding solace in her animal friends who lived in the house and garden. One day, an announcement arrived from the royal palace. The king was hosting a grand ball in honor of his son, the handsome Prince Charming. Every eligible maiden in the kingdom was invited as the prince was seeking a bride. Cinderella's stepmother and stepsisters were ecstatic and spent days preparing and going on the night of the ball. After her stepmother and stepsisters had left, Cinderella sat alone in the garden, her heart heavy with sadness. Suddenly a warm light filled the room and her fairy godmother appeared with a wave of her wand. The fairy godmother transformed a pumpkin into a magnificent carriage, mice into horses, and a rat into a coachman. She then turned Cinderella's rags into a stunning gown and gave her a pair of delicate glass slippers. Remember, my dear, the fairy godmother warned, the magic will only last until midnight. You must return before the clock strikes 12. Cinderella arrived at the ball and everyone, including her stepmother and stepsisters, was struck by her beauty. Prince Charming was captivated by her and asked her to dance. They danced the night away, lost in each other's company. Cinderella was so happy that she lost track of time. As the clock began to strike midnight, she remembered the fairy, leaving one of her glass slippers behind. The prince, determined to find the mysterious girl, captured his heart, searched the kingdom with the glass slipper. He declared that he would marry the girl whose foot fit the slipper perfectly. Many tried, including Cinderella's stepsisters, but the slipper did not fit any of them. Finally, the prince arrived at Cinderella's house. Cinderella's stepmother tried to hide her, but with the help of her animal friends, Cinderella came forward and tried on the slipper. It fit perfectly. The prince recognized her immediately and knew he had found his true love. Cinderella and Prince Charming were married in a grand ceremony, and Cinderella forgave her stepmother and stepsisters, though they were sent away from the palace to live humble lives. Cinderella and the prince lived happily ever after, her kindness and resilience rewarded.